Today, I want to talk about when we as parents are sick and tired. Children are great by their very nature, and we have the privilege and responsibility of raising them. It can be challenging at times. Let's talk about it. Sometimes in life, we end up without sleep as we're caring for infants or elderly, or just because we end up sick. We get colds, we get flus, we get those things. Being parents does not exempt us from being sick or from being tired. So how can we continue to do what is beneficial for our children? And here's the thing. For many people, even across the world, being sick and tired is an excuse to be impatient, to be short-tempered, to be annoyed. And the thing is, that is just a program our brain has acquired. I mean, from the time babies, from the time we're infants, babies and toddlers, we're told, oh my goodness, they're fussy, they're grumpy, they must need a nap. This is from way young. This is what we were trained and what we train our children as. And I know this is not 100% universal, but it is a very big one out there. That if we are tired, then we kind of know we're going to be short-tempered. And it's true, if we're sick and if we're tired, that our brain does not function at its best. And we might make errors in writing. I know for me, I'll say words incorrectly, like I'll say a word that makes no sense in the sentence if I'm really sick or tired. Things like that is a thing that could really truly happen because our brain is dealing with a lot. But the choice to be irritated, to be short-tempered, to be those things is just that, a choice. And maybe as I continue down my journey, I'll find there's even a way not to make those I'm sick, I'm tired mistakes. That lack of focus, the incorrect words, some things like that. Maybe. I'm excited to find out. Leave comments below if you know how to do that and are willing to share with me. But that choice to be that grumpy parent or that annoyed parent, just leave me alone, I'm sick, is something that I have worked on and have figured out that it is just a program. Because when my children come when I'm sick or I'm really tired, and I get that feeling, that irritation, then I get to look at myself. I'm like, oh wait, if I'm feeling irritated, if I'm feeling grumpy, then what do I know? I know that I'm telling myself stories that lead to those feelings. And so I'm telling myself the story, oh, I'm sick, you need to leave me alone. Or I'm tired, how come you're bothering me now? Or, of course, when I'm sick, everything happens. How am I supposed to deal with this? We ask ourselves questions and tell ourselves stories that lead to those feelings. And those stories that I was telling myself lead to those internal friction or that internal battle that expresses outward is that grumpiness and that irritation. And what I'm about to tell you works if you're angry or grumpy or any of those things in any situation. The situation I'm talking about right now just happens to be tired or illness or those things that we might feel a little worn down physically. But just like I tell my students in class or my own children when they were younger, like anger is allowed. It's an emotion. It's okay to have all of our emotions. What's less beneficial could be how we choose to act on it. So if we take that anger, that frustration, if we take that tired in and we're battling with it, oh, I'm not allowed to be tired right now. I'm not supposed to be angry, but I'm sick, so I'm allowed to be angry or frustrated or grumpy. Then we've created that friction and that energy to then act out. But again, if we look at those emotions with that curiosity, I'm feeling really irritated right now. I wonder what's going on. And we can let ourselves know, oh, we're running a program. We're running a program that from the time we were in our parents' arm and, oh, they must need a nap. They're fussy. Or if we, as a toddler, punched out at our older sibling or younger sibling, oh, you're grumpy. You must need a nap. And we interpret those feelings as, oh, I am supposed to be acting out right now. That's what I've been told all my life, that's how I react to these feelings. But if instead we just accept those feelings in, those feelings are part of who I am, but they are not who I am. I am not grumpy right now. I am feeling that grumpiness, that irritation. But that's not who I am. It's just a part of what I'm experiencing. Then I can more easily just allow that to sit with me, but not respond externally to it. Yeah, I am feeling a little worn down from an illness, from whatever I've been experiencing, staying up all night with my father in the emergency room, or with my infant child who was sick, or any of those things. I was just in my head about all the things going on at work or in this family situation, and that's why I couldn't sleep. It doesn't matter the reason. The thing is how we deal with that. If we accept it in and just say, this is something I'm experiencing right now, or if it's that external, oh, I am feeling this way, I'm allowed to be irritated, I'm allowed to react these ways because that's what's acceptable. And I just haven't, as an adult, overcome that programming. And again, I know it's not 100% universal, that there are people who can be extremely tired and still keep their emotions as part of the experience rather than as a place for reaction. But I know for me, at one point in my life, and for others, that this is a real challenge, especially when it's kind of a long-term thing. If we have a colicky baby and they might be colicky for months or a year or two, or things like that, where we're kind of in that constant state of not quite enough rest. Then again, just look at those emotions, allow them in, don't fight them, allow them in so that they can dissipate. It's the fighting the emotions and the acceptance of the emotions as this is how we are expected to react to them that create that struggle. So remember, children are great by their very natures, and we have that privilege and that opportunity and responsibility to raise them. Hi friends, Cynthia Armstrong here. Thanks for joining us today. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you can see when new videos come out, and like this one. It is such a responsibility and a challenge to raise great kids, and we are here to help you along that journey to make it as enjoyable and fun and fulfilling as possible. Please check out our website, www.raisinggreatkids.net, and I will leave that in the description below.